Yo, it's your boy Marita boy. I'm back up in this thing, man. Listen. Boy, y'all miss me. I know y'all miss me. I miss y'all too, man. I appreciate everybody for hanging in there with me. I appreciate those who reached out to me to see was I good. I was good. I was good. I was good. I was just been doing a little moving around, living a little life. You know, just living. I ain't on any count. Everything been good. Everything been good. You know what I mean? Been living, enjoying my life. You know what I mean? Working. So it's been a little tough for me to be able to get on here. But I appreciate those of you who reached out to me, who've been reaching out to me. That's why I say follow me on Instagram, MaritaBoy1, MERITABOY with the number one. DM me, let me know who you is. Follow me, I'll follow you back. That way, when stuff be going on, you know I'm still good because I still post on my regular social media. You know what I'm saying? So y'all know, your boy been doing okay or whatever. And then most of the time when y'all hit me on my DMs, I'll let you know what I mean, when I be back going live. But I'm gonna try to get more consistent with it. But like I say, I had been doing a little moving around, been working, things of that nature. But yeah, y'all know I had to get back on here with the situation that happened with Lil Durk. I got some other topics that I've been writing down that I've been keeping track of. So I'm gonna get them topics out. They probably gonna be a little old, until I catch up. But you know me, it don't take that long for me to catch up. Probably like one or two lives. I can get my opinion out on those topics, and then we're gonna be going. But we already know that this Durk situation gonna be taking over the airways for some time to come. So we definitely had to jump back on here and cover this. Shout out to my girl TN Born. Shout out to Randy. Shout out to Tamara Jackson, aka Peanut. Um, but yeah, what I wanted to do is because I've been soaking in the content, the information that was going on with the Lil Durk arrest, also with the 5 OTF members that's been indicted for the murder of Lil Paul, Quando, Rondo's cousin and homeboy. Um, I do have an opinion on it, but what I felt like doing is, it's so many narratives that's being put out there in the media. What I wanted to do was I wanted to listen to just the basics of what we know happened, what went on, and then we can expand on that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play Law and Crime, and then give people enough time to get on in here, and then we're gonna open this discussion. I don't expect a lot of people to be on this live because for some reason when I go on StreamYard, it be less people. When I do it regularly through YouTube and people can see my face, a lot of people come. Yeah, a lot of trolls come, but a lot of people come and the views be bigger. But it's cool though because this live here is pretty much kind of for us. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna drop the link. Y'all can pull up and share y'all opinion. That's kind of what this live is, so you guys can get y'all opinion out about the Durk situation. So I'm gonna be dropping the link, so you can pull up, share your opinion on what you think going on, your theory, and we can talk about it. But I'm gonna play a little bit of this law and crime and give a lot of people the time to get in here, and then I'm gonna drop the link, and then we're gonna give our opinions on this shit, man, because this is crazy what happened with Lil Durk, man.
Connected to an alleged murder for hire plot. Chicago rapper Dirk Banks, better known by his stage name Lil Durk, was arrested yesterday after allegedly attempting to flee the country, and at this time, he's being held in a Broward County jail in Florida, awaiting transfer to the U.S. Marshals. According to the FBI affidavit, the Grammy Award winning rapper is charged with conspiracy to commit murder for hire. His arrest comes on the same day as federal prosecutors announced in California the charges of 5 other men for the attempted murder of Georgia rapper Quando Rondo, whose real name is Tyquan Bowman. Prosecutors say those 5 men all have ties to Chicago gangs and all targeted the Georgia rapper in retaliation for the murder of Chicago rapper King Von. According to prosecutors, all 5 men, who include Kevon London Grant, aka Vonnie, Asa Houston, aka Boogie, David Brian Lindsay, aka Brown Eyes, Keith Jones, aka Flocka, and DeAndre Dontrell Wilson, aka Didi. They all face charges including conspiracy to commit murder for hire, committing murder for hire involving death, and use of a machine gun in a violent crime resulting in death. And the most serious charge carries up to the death penalty if convicted. According to prosecutors, all 5 men have ties to Lil Durk's hip hop group Only the Family, also known as OTF.
Okay, I want to say this real quick. I got to stop. So I hear this narrative on the internet with people saying that, oh man, the internet trolled Dirk so bad to where he had to spin for Vaughn. Everybody kept saying spin for Vaughn. Shout out to Denise. Hey Denise, spin for slide for Vaughn, slide for Vaughn, slide for Vaughn. Listen, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Dirk a motherfucking fool if what they saying he did, he really did. He a motherfucking fool. Listen, let me tell you something, bro. I hate to tell you like this. I hate to say it, but I got to keep the blood motherfucking raw. King Von got his motherfucking self killed. Be honest with you, King Von got well. I'm gonna put some blame on some of the guys, Louis and all the rest of them that was out there, because they had a choice whether to go along with that shit. But King Von got himself killed, and he got other people killed, and he ruined a bunch of motherfucking lives. He ruined a bunch of lives with his influence. Now we also got to get credit. We also got to get some responsibility to those gentlemen who made those decisions. They weren't kids, so goddamn it, they weren't infants, so they did make a conscious decision to go along with whatever Vaughn was influencing them to do or trying to get them to be a part of. But at the same time, if you really look at it, Vaughn pushed a lot of this shit. Vaughn pushed a lot of this shit, a lot of this fuck Tuka, fuck Duck, all this type of shit. And them boys just follow. Bro, what we gotta realize about them OTL boys, about the war in Chirac, is those were fucking kids, bro. And it's amazing that those kids that was living that way influenced the whole world, because you got drill culture that's all in other countries, but that's really what motherfucking happened. And people and young people and some cases older people was getting influenced by fucking kids. We already know that when you a certain age, your brain ain't fully developed. You can't make mature adult decisions. But here it is. What was happening was they was living a certain type of way due to the environment, and it influenced a culture all over the fucking world. But when you really break it down to, those were fucking kids. They were fucking kids. They was just doing some dumbass shit, and it was just enough dumb motherfuckers or enough influential or what do you call it, people that was able to be influenced by it. You feel what I'm saying? Along with when the shit popped off in the music, that just amplified it. When Chief Keef popped off, and we saw how those shits was really living, and people started documenting the war in Chirac, and we saw the atrocities that was happening. Like it just added to the whole shit. But at the end of the day, those were fucking kids, and us adults, those of us who were adults at the time, we knew, at least those of us with some sense, we knew that this lifestyle was not sustainable. Hell, they knew the lifestyle wasn't sustainable because their friends was dying around them. You feel what I'm saying? And to be honest with you, that was part of the allure. Part of the allure of watching the war in Chirac was it was well, we couldn't believe that we was watching a real deal war amongst kids that was killing themselves and playing it like a game. They was playing a game of life. They were playing life and death like a game, and we could watch it in real time. You could see it on Twitter with the back and forth between these Chirac killers. Hell, it's still going on today. You see what I'm saying? It's like watching a fucking murder movie in real time, and that was part of the allure, and that was part of the all. And then when we saw the characters that we had, the real life characters, which were children in real life, getting killed by other characters, it was just like nothing nobody had ever seen before. I know I had never seen no shit like that before. And that is how what all of this shit really is. But when you break it down to it, it was fucking kids, dog. It was fucking kids. And now they growing up, and now they caught us, they so caught up in that motherfucking culture. But as you can see, there's only a couple ways out of that shit. When you really look at it, everybody dead. Everybody dead or everybody motherfucking gone. That's why when they was talking about Dirk was pushing peace, I thought about it. Who the fuck else? What else was it to do? It's no motherfucking ops. What are ops at? You know what I'm saying? Rest in heaven to FBG Duck and all the boys that died on that side, Brick and all of that. But I'm just saying, like, it ain't no motherfucking ops left. Shit, you know what I'm saying? And when you sit back and look at it, Dirt played everybody like a game of chess. But aha, contraire, mon frere, you see what happened, don't you? That motherfucking karma come back around, don't you? Damn.
Was founded by Lil Durk more than a decade ago. And according to the FBI, OTF members engage in violence, including murder and assault, at the direction of Lil Durk and to maintain their status in OTF. King Von, whose real name was Davon Bennett, was also a part of OTF and frequently collaborated with and was a longtime friend of Lil Durk. King Von was shot and killed in November of 2020 outside.
I'm tell you right now, I wouldn't have slid for King Von. I'm just tell you right motherfucking now. I'm rich. I'm rich. I'm a millionaire. I'm rich. Man, I ain't sliding for no motherfucking King Von. Listen, bro. I listen. Like all these people talking about Dirk and the people influence Dirk to do that. Man, you crazy than a motherfucker. Didn't nobody influence Dirk to do that. We cannot put this shit on the motherfucking fans and the motherfucking media or whoever said slide for Vaughn. Hell no. Hell no. Hell no. I don't watch Dirk long enough to know Dirk do what he fucking want to do. Dirk march to the beat of his own drum. He is not the type of motherfucker that can be easily manipulated into doing nothing by pressure. No, he did that shit. He did that shit because it's in him to do that shit. You feel what I'm saying? Like it's in him. You feel what I'm saying? On top of that, he around all them all them killers. This the image they portray. Plus, this the culture that they grew up in. It wasn't, be honest with you, I don't think it was hard for him to go down this course of action. They've been living this way since they was born. They from Chicago. They really been in this shit. So the money don't change them really. It don't. To be honest with you, they just not growing up. If you're paying attention, they just not growing up. But look, the past come back. The past come back. Denise say, I'm hollering. Hey, she said, yes, I would have looked out for his family, no sliding. For real, straight up. Tanel say, I'm just, it's just Tanel Marie the one. I had to go back to my name. Oh, okay. So people know I'm a biological woman. What? What's going on here? I don't know what's going on. Uh-oh. I'm gonna put it up there, but I'm gonna take it down. I'm gonna keep on. But yeah, King Von ass would have just been, hey, I would have played like I'm slime for motherfucking King Von, but I ain't slime for a motherfucker thing. I promise you. How the fuck we was gonna ever know whether Dirk slid for King Von or not? You feel what I'm saying? They got to tell every motherfucking thing. I wouldn't have never slid for him. I would have faked like I did though.
Nightclub in Atlanta. He was killed in the early morning hours of November 6th during an argument between two groups that escalated into gunfire. And he was fatally shot by Quando's associate Lil Tim after the argument. The indictment doesn't name Davon Bennett, aka King Von. Instead, the charge
The fuck?
Instead, the charging documents state a high-ranking OTF member described by the initials DB got into a physical altercation with someone referred to as TB. And
So DB is Davon Bennett, which is King Von, and TB is Taquan Bowman, also known as Quando Rondo.
circumstances surrounding that incident mirror King Von's murder. The indictment says after DB's death, co-conspirator 1 made clear in coded language that they would pay a bounty or monetary reward to anyone who took part in killing TB for his role in DB's murder. That co-conspirator is allegedly Lil Durk, who authorities say made it known he would pay a bounty to anyone who killed Quando Rondo. According to the court document,
Hey man, I gotta slow this shit down, dog. Like y'all one thing about me, y'all know I'm gonna call this shit straight. What the fuck is all the Quando Rondo hate for, bro? Like what? Like let's just keep it real, bro. That King Von walked up on Quando Rondo. Quando Rondo swung and hit Quando Rondo, and, and they went to Tesla, and all the motherfucking OTF niggas swarmed him. Lil Tim jumped out and went to bust and shot King Von and got shot himself. Quando Rondo then was holding King Von. If you watch that video, look, I keep saying, help, help, like, you know what I'm saying? Bro, listen, let me tell you something. I don't know, a lot of motherfuckers ain't gonna say this, but I watched this relationship between Quando Rondo and King Von and Lil Durk and Melly and all of them from the start. Quando Rondo looked it up to King Von, bro. Quando Rondo was forced to pick a side. He was forced to pick a side. When King Von egged on that beef between Young Boy and him, it made Quando pick a side. Who is Quando side to? NBA Youngboy. Who came and signed Quando Rondo out the slums? NBA Youngboy. You feel me? So he chose. He made the choice, the obvious choice that he had to pick to make. But King Von started that beef with Youngboy because Melly had fought Youngboy at the goddamn record store, the record company. Melly, what the motherfucker name? Sack Chaser, rest in peace, and fought Young Boy and his crew at the motherfucking record label. That's where the beef between King Von and motherfucking Young Boy started. People be thinking it's over the girl. No, the girl shit came later. King Von was riding for Melly. If y'all don't remember, not when Melly when Melly first went to jail, Durk and King Von had Melly. They used to be FaceTiming with Melly. Y'all don't remember? They used to be FaceTime. King Von used to be on FaceTime. Be like Melly on the phone. Dirk used to be right there. They all tied in together. So King Von lawyer like that. Plus, he really feel like he him. He feel like Youngboy is not him. But we gonna get into that later. Where King Von fucked up going against Youngboy, and I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna remind me to tell y'all what my theory is on that. But that's how all this shit started. Know what I'm saying? And then Quando Rondo spoke up for Youngboy, which he had to, because just imagine Youngboy signed Quando Rondo see Youngboy going back and forth, and he don't say nothing. You know Youngboy gonna be done, kick that nigga out the clip, be like, man, fuck nigga, you don't want to say nothing, nigga. You down with them niggas? You know Youngboy, he heartless. He would have banished Quando Rondo ass. So Quando Rondo had to say something. King Von went to that motherfucker, what's the name? That place to fight Quando Rondo. Quando Rondo stood right there till King Von hit him. What that tell you? He didn't want a motherfucking fight. He wanted to talk it out. King Von was on go. He wanted to, he called himself wanted to show out on Quando Rondo. He felt like he could whoop Quando Rondo. Plus he had all them OTF niggas with him. So he was finna motherfucking make an example. But it didn't go the way he motherfucking planned it, and he ended up getting killed. My point is that Quando Rondo wasn't the aggressor. As we can see, Lil Tim ended up dropping. They ended up dropping the charges on Lil Tim. Why? Because it was a case of self defense. They felt like they couldn't make a murder case against him. So King Von got himself killed. So after that, not everybody is against Quando Rondo. For what? He didn't do a goddamn thing. He got his ass beat. He didn't shoot nobody. So why y'all want to kill Quando Rondo for? That should have been the end of that. But what it is, misplaced anger. They want to blame somebody. They want to blame somebody, but the obvious person to blame, King Von. Blame King Von and everybody who went along with that shit when they at that time. Because everybody had the free choice to say no or stop King Von, or either they fought Quando Rondo, whatever. Like it just wasn't, it didn't make sense. They had already been out, they had already been celebrating. They supposed to been going, I think, to the crib. King Von veered off and went over there, which I feel like he got tipped there. I feel like somebody tipped him there. I feel like Track did it. I feel like the promoters at that club, or either the bouncer at that club, called Track and told him Quando was there. Who gonna know the promoters in the shit? Who gonna know the promoters in the bouncer at the club? The manager. The manager gonna know. They gonna have relationships with these people. So I feel like Quando, I would feel like Track got tipped off, and Track told Vaughn, and that's how they end up there. And if you know anything about Track, Track is the type of manager that he like his artists to be in controversy because he feel like that helps them their image. He is the type of manager that he likes negative press. He likes the murder and the fights and his artists to look gangster and to go through gangster situations publicly. He likes that. Like we've been heard this about Trey. You know what I'm saying? He ain't the manager be like, nah, man, chill out, this and that. No, he the manager that he like that type of shit because it builds interest in his artists. You know what I mean? Just look at the artists that he done had. And henceforth the track record that all the artists that he done had as far as like with the law or death. But that's how that shit started. So like, what's all this Quando Rondo hate for? Like I really just never really understood that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I never understood it. But check this how the shit play out. So now, since y'all done lost Vaughn, due to Vaughn's own decision, y'all want to kill Quando Rondo now. And look what happened. Man, nigga crazy. Tanel said they were track, sent him off. I will always think that. Me too. Let me see. For real, Tanel said, wherever there was so much. Quando only hated because he's responsible for the death of their favorite rapper. Exactly. Denise said, man, how you have it all and just squander it for real behind foolishness. I agree. Quando actually see to be the realest. You ask me for real. Hey, listen, I'm gonna tell you something. Hit that like button. If you ever wanna learn more about Quando Rondo, go to that Vlad interview and listen to Quando Rondo life story. I swear to God, that should have had you crying, my nigga. He got one of the saddest fucking life stories I ever fucking heard. And I got a pretty sad one myself. And you know, a lot of people go through shit. But I watched his life story on Vlad TV, and I just was like, damn, bro. Listen, Quando Rondo is this close to being a nobody. Like he got out of jail when he was a juvenile and just went viral, beating on a car, rapping and singing. And it went viral, and then that's how people started wanting to sign him, and then he ended up going with Young Boy. But other than that, he was just a regular little badass boy running around Savannah, mama on drugs, didn't have nowhere to stay, never had no real money. Like it was going like bad for him. He just the sky opened up and the goddamn sun shined through, and he caught a break. And from that point on, he been gone. Like he been famous. But plus, he really do got talent. But I'm just saying, like, whew, man, he blessed.
Then used an OTF associated credit card to buy plane tickets to LA in August of 2022 to search for TB, who is allegedly Quando Rondo, and using funds provided by Lil Durk. Durk allegedly texted an associate arranging the flight, "Don't book no flights under no names involved with me." And prosecutors claim when there, Kevon Grant booked a hotel room for the men to stay at and provided the others with firearms. Grant allegedly procured cars, ski masks, and firearms that were used to.
What's up, Key Morado? What's good, bro? I've been. Nah, I ain't gonna cuss you out, bro. I've been living real life too, my nigga. I ain't been on this bitch about 2-3 weeks, my nigga, since I was trapped in the goddamn hurricane. You know what I'm saying? I was a motherfucker. That shit was a hurricane. I don't even remember what that bitch name was. What the last hurricane I just went through? It was Herline. Was it? No, it was the one after that. Whatever. I just went through the hurricane, my nigga. But yeah, I'm back on this bitch, so you good. What's
Track and killed TB. According to the FBI, there is video evidence that Durk was staying at the house in the San Fernando Valley that day. A lot of the stories that we cover here at Law and Crime are very tough to tell. But part of the reason we're able to keep bringing you these types of stories is because of our great sponsors. So I want to take a moment.
man, damn your sponsor. Hey, look, check this out. I ain't gonna even lie to you, bro. Listen. I want to slip upon. I listen. If I ain't know no motherfucking P Diddy doctor them to slide motherfucking Quando Rondo them some motherfucking cyanide in the IV or secret spot or motherfucking, you know what I'm talking about, knock him out with some sleeping gas and then drag him off. And if I ain't know no top secret shit to get that nigga, I would have just waited. I would have 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 waited so good. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't, listen, bro, it ain't no motherfucking expiration date on revenge. I'm saying if I really wanted to get it. But I'm saying, me, listen, let me tell you something about my niggas, bro. Where I'm from, bro. We ain't just riding for no bullshit, dog. Like, I'm gonna give you an example. If you get into it with if you get into it with a nigga over your bitch, your lady, we not riding for that, bro, nigga. Now if a nigga kill you or something, you maybe, but it ain't gonna be everybody. It's gonna be like your brother or your homeboy, your closest homeboy that gonna want to go get some get back for you. But it's some shit that you can die from that we ain't finna ride for you. Okay, case in point. My homeboy Musclehead. I tell you about him all the time. I posted him on my he on my community wall. J Money and Musclehead. Both of them dead. Musclehead got killed by one of them homeboys from the hood, right? And I can talk about it because he went to jail for it, and they dropped, like, he got self-defense. And it really was sort of self-defense though. Musclehead that jumped down. Musclehead had one leg, y'all. He had one leg. Real shit. The nigga had one leg on my soul. He had one leg. His leg was cut off at about the hip, my nigga. He was jumping down on the homie by the girl and with a gun, with crutches. He had crutches. Listen, I tell you, Muscle my nigga, I raised Muscle head. He was jumping down on the homie with one leg by the girl with a gun. I'm telling him, I'm like, Muscle, you tripping. You tripping, bro. Like, man, like real talk. The girl don't want you, my nigga. Leave this shit alone. Y'all know the story. I done told the story 1,000 times. Little homeboy blew him down. Went to jail. They dropped the charges on him. Little homie in the hood right now. Shit, I was just with him at the funeral. When I went to the funeral for my homeboy for Lil Worm dying. What it was a couple weeks when I was at the purple on. I'm with him at the funeral. We can't be mad at him because Musclehead jumped down on him with a gun. We telling Muscle to chill. The man go to jail, drop the case. Like, what we gonna do? He from the hood. Like, matter of fact, his cousin is one of my closest friends. Ain't nobody did a motherfucking thing, and nobody should do nothing because we tried to stop Muscle from doing that bullshit. And we fuck with the homie. I ain't gonna say his name, but we fuck with him. I fuck with him heavy. But Muscle my homie, Muscle my son. Like, I raised him. He dead. What? It ain't nothing. Case closed. We tried to stop it before it was happening. I'm just trying to show you that it is shit that you can die from. That niggas ain't gonna motherfucking ride for you for now. For real. Yeah. Yeah. Hell no, I ain't slide. Hell no, I ain't sliding. I love Musclehead to death. Hell no, he was wrong. Shit. He was wrong in a bitch. We tried. Listen, I swear to God, we tried to stop him before he got killed. We didn't know he was gonna get killed, but he was jumping on the girl, running down on the homie from the hood. Like, Musclehead ran out on this man with a one leg. The man could have beat the brakes off of Musclehead, but Musclehead had a gun. So the man like, go ahead on, bro. Cause he knew Musclehead too. He like, man, go ahead on, Muscle. Muscle trying to scare the man off the bitch. Muscle trying to scare the man off the bitch. They end up losing his life on some dumb shit. But yeah, though, so I ain't gonna lie to you. I wouldn't have slid for Vaughn. Vaughn, you got yourself motherfucking killed. Nigga, I got India with all these kids to take care of all these people. I look out for your kids. I take care of your peoples. I'll feed them. I keep your legacy alive. But we can't. But neither one of us can't do. I can't. Ain't both of us can't do shit. If I'm in jail and you dead, what the fuck? Now that's stupid, and that's look like what motherfucking happened. Yeah, no. Yeah, no. I want to salute. Man, if I'm a motherfucking demon, bitch, I ain't sliding for him. You think I'm gonna throw my life away for a known killer? Bitch, no. Unless I'm out there killing with him.
For anyone who has developed a brain or spinal tumor after using birth control.
Damn, a brain or spinal. If I'm out there killing with him, then yeah.
David Bryan.
If I'm out there killing with him, then yeah. But if he out there killing by himself, man, you got me fucked up. Shit, me.
And a third unidentified man, known in the indictment as co-conspirator 2, carried out the shooting, which was captured on surveillance video. Rondo wasn't injured. However, his cousin passed away after being fatally wounded. According to court documents, the 5 men and co-conspirators used facilities of interstate and foreign commerce, such as planes, cars, cell phones, and the internet, with intent that the murder of TB be committed. After the shooting, according to the indictment, the men went to a nearby burger spot to discuss payment. Then on the same day, the credit card was used to purchase tickets for Keith Jones, David Bryan Lindsay, Asa Houston, DeAndre Wilson, and co-conspirator 2 to travel back to...
I want to tell you something that I noticed, y'all. Hit that like button. I don't know. I'm not no legal motherfucking expert or no shit like that, but I do notice patterns. And I noticed that when they're reading this document, they saying all the other names of the people that actually shot at Lil Pop and Quando Rondo, but they saying co-conspirator 2 when it comes to co-conspirator 2 or whoever that person was. So if you listening to this, them read the document, you can tell that they want to hide who co-conspirators 2's identity is, but you can use the context clues and figure out who co-conspirator 2 is. You know how? Because just do process elimination. So all the names that they said, listen, all the names that they said of the 5, the names that they left out, That's the name that they live out is co-conspirator 2. Now I don't got all these niggas' names memorized, but I'm gonna back it up real quick and I'm gonna show you what I done noticed.
According to court documents, the 5 men and co-conspirators used facilities of interstate and foreign commerce, such as planes, cars, cell phones, and the internet, with intent that the murder of TB be committed. After the shooting, according to the indictment, the men went to a nearby burger spot to
Hold on,
discuss
hold on. My bad.
one of which had a fake license plate for the men to use and follow Rondo and his 24-year-old
I like that. I like that. That was kind of smart that he had the fake license plate.
cousin. But when Rondo and his cousin stopped for gas, according to prosecutors, Asa Houston allegedly drove to a nearby alley before Keith Jones, David Brian Lindsay, and a third unidentified man known in the indictment as co-conspirator 2.
You see how they named all the rest of them, and they said co-conspirator 2. My opinion, co-conspirator 2 is the one that's telling. I don't even understand how they really think that high who co-conspirator 2 is. If I had 5 minutes, I could figure out who he is because of the 5 people that they done indicted and then the name that they not saying. But I ain't got time on all that. I'll figure out them niggas' names in a minute. But yeah, co-conspirator 2 is snitching.
Carried out the shooting, which was captured on surveillance video. Rondo wasn't injured. However, his cousin passed away after being fatally wounded.
Co-conspirator 2, the one told him this motherfucker story. Because why they said them name those names and left co-conspirator name out? Because co-conspirator is the motherfucker that's telling the motherfucker that's Jam. Okay, that's him. Or whoever Jam, yeah, that's the nigga that's telling.
According to court documents, the 5 men and co-conspirators used facilities of interstate and foreign commerce, such as planes, cars, cell phones, and the internet, with intent that the murder of TB be committed. After the shooting, according to the indictment, the men went to a nearby burger spot to discuss payment. Then on the same day, the credit card was used to purchase tickets for Keith Jones, David Brian Lindsay.
I'm glad you said that, Key Morado. Shout out to Key Morado. Y'all show my boy some love in the chat. Hey, please donate to the channel. The Cash App is pinned at the top of the chat. Somebody math ain't mathing here, y'all. Shout out to Key Morado, because you just made me think of something that I've been thinking about when I've been checking out this case, right? So if Jammo was a snitch, right? Jam, OTF Jam, they say OTF Jam did 12 years, correct? Correct me if I'm wrong in the chat. I know y'all been following this because it's been hot news. Correct me if I'm wrong in the chat. But they also say that Jam been wearing a wire for 6 years. Correct me if I'm wrong in the chat before we go forward, because that math ain't mathing to me. Because if Jam been in jail for 12 years and he just got out, when did he get a chance to be having a wire on for 6 years? Did he have a wire on in prison? You feel what I'm saying? Please help me out in the chat, because I've been thinking about that all day, and that math ain't mathing if you really think about it. He did 12 years. So Jam been out 6 years? I don't think Jam been out 6 years. So the math ain't mathing when it comes to him wearing that wire for that long extended period of time. If my math serves me correctly, Jam got out what, 2021, 2020, something like that. Jam ain't been out no 5 years. He ain't been out 6 years. I don't think Jam been out 4 years. So by my math, I think Jam been wearing that. If he been wearing a wire, he been wearing that bit for like a year and a half. That's what I'm getting. Kim Morado said it was the other nigga. His name start with a M. Jam snitch. He caught a gun case and he ain't the one with the wire. That okay, King. Appreciate you. So Didi is the one. OTF Didi is the one who motherfucking who been wearing the wire. Jam is the one who snitched. Okay, appreciate y'all. I'm just relaying the information that I got from another popular blogger earlier today. I feel it's in there. That's like a disclaimer. Okay, I got it though. Key Morado straightened me out. So Jammo is the one that snitched. Didi is the one that been wearing the wire. Okay, that mathing.
Houston, DeAndre Wilson, and co-conspirator 2 to travel back to Chicago. Lil Durk wasn't named in the charging documents against Grant, Wilson, Jones, Lindsay, and Houston. But according to the indictment, the defendants were offered money and lucrative music opportunities with OTF for the murder of Quando Rondo. Prior to Lil Durk's arrest, the Chicago rapper was being sued by the mother of Chicago drill rapper FBG Duck. FBG Duck was murdered in 2020, and his death led to.
Hey, and I'm gonna say this too. Y'all know Mama Duck is a friend of the channel. I vibe with Mama Duck. You know what I'm saying? We got somewhat of a budding relationship as far as like I spoke to her a few times. And we cool. She told me don't come on my channel and bash her. So you know me, y'all. I'm locked in. I'm loyal. Uh, and I like Mama Duck. I always kind of did because she reminded me of like the mamas that we had growing up. You know what I mean? Like I understand that type of mama. That's the type of mama that I understand. You know what I mean? Like y'all understand. You know what I mean? In the hood, the type of mama. So that's the type of mama that I know. You know what I'm saying? So she reminds me of that. But salute to her for her lawsuit. And I'm gonna say this too, bro. At the end of the day, we all know Duck. He told us plenty of times that he just wanted to make sure that his mama, his family, and that his homies was straight. So if through his death, his mama could be straight by her suing Durk or the record companies in King Von Estate or whatever. Um, hey man, more power to her, bro. Like I can't be mad at a mother who lost a child for trying to get some type of first justice, but also um trying to get what's due. It'll never replace the son, but hey man, he was you took away the breadwinner. You feel me? So hey, I feel like that'll be poetic justice for her to be financially compensated off of the death of her son. I would want my mama to be financially compensated off my death on any accord. But I'm gonna say this more so than that. I don't like this drill culture shit, my nigga. I really don't. And the reason why I don't like this drill culture shit is because I got a lot of young relatives, a lot of young friends. I got young kids. That's my children. You know what I'm saying? And they living in this time, bro. And I'm tired of seeing these young people lose their life like that. And I don't want that shit to be at my front door for me to motherfucker try to enact some change, my nigga. I done seen my homies' kids get killed young, little kids that I played with and used to play with my son. And they used to be on the football team with my son and all this shit. And now they dead. You feel what I'm saying? Like, so I want this shit to stop. And the reason and the way that I thought that this shit could be slowed down is if they started finding the record companies liable for this shit. Just like Juvie's mama got a lawsuit against 300, Young Thug, 100K Management, Melly, and all of that shit, all everybody that's involved in that. I feel like once the record companies start being financially liable, then they'll stop signing these drill acts. And if they stop signing these drill acts, then people will stop drill rapping. To be real with you, I ain't gonna say they're gonna stop. It's gonna still be an underground culture of drill rap because it's part of the culture now. But what I'm saying is, people mimic what they know can get them on in rap. Just like back in the days, you had everybody trying to sing like the Temptations. Just like when you had, you know what I mean? Y'all remember when we had like certain rappers that become popular and everybody try to rap like them, like Tupac. Everybody try to rap like Tupac, like Biggie. We had people come behind Biggie try to rap like Biggie. People try to rap like Mystical. Like y'all remember people used to try to rap like Bone. We had all of these times. So, and that's what's going on now. All these kids want to rap drill because they feel like that's how the way to get on. And it is because, or it was because that's what was getting signed. Chief Keef ushered that through the door. So now we got to switch this shit, bro, because we see this shit detrimental to the community. And we're losing a lot of young people, as well as old people, due to this culture. Like this shit is very motherfucking destructive. We are living in the most dangerous rap era ever. We are living in the like I know we thought these skinny jean tight pants wearing motherfuckers was soft. No, 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 nigga. I came from the era of motherfucking like vanilla ice and shit, nigga. Know what I'm saying? Nah, nigga, we got like motherfucking another bad creation and shit like that. Now we got motherfucking tight pants wearing little soft looking ass niggas who killing motherfuckers nowadays. Like real shit. Like these rappers is the gangsters motherfuckers I have ever seen. And it's time for this shit to go, my nigga. So I feel like with Mama Duck lawsuit, if she's successful, which I think somewhat I think she gonna win, me personally. You know what I'm saying? But I really want her to win the big money so that it'll strike a blow to these big record companies because they ain't gonna stop doing this shit as long as it's lucrative to them. And once they realize that they can lose some money by um um funding a drill rapper, because we all know what the drill rappers do. You know what I'm saying, when they get the bag, they funnel it right back down into community, to their gangs and to their homies, and they just wreak more havoc, and they exterminate their ops because they got more money than they ops. That's what's really happening here. So shout out to Mama Duck because I do want her to win. I want her to win for her family, but I also want her win to be like a landmark case so that so the record companies will take notice and they will start pushing this shit, which they already done kind of stopped doing if you pay attention. Like it ain't really like the drill rappers like that shit on the underground. But if you really look at like mainstream, like it ain't no drill rappers up there like that. You know what I mean? I guess if you want to count Dirk, but shit, look where he at now. And that shit ain't really Dirk rap drill, but Dirk kind of got a crossover kind of two and two. You know, he'll sing and do all this other shit like he did with his J. Cole song. So I like what Mama Duck doing, bro. I like what Mama Duck doing, and I really want her to get that bag. I want her to get that motherfucker.
Several convictions in a federal conspiracy trial last January. But his mother sued Lil Durk, OTF, and King Von's estate, alleging they were all involved in the shooting as well. According to the suit, OTF operates as a criminal enterprise. After Grant, Jones, Lindsey, Wilson, and Houston were arrested Thursday, the FBI says Durk booked 2 flights from South Florida airports, one to Dubai and one to Switzerland. He then reportedly booked a flight to Italy, but was arrested in Miami before.
Hey, look, we got a look. Salute to Dirk, though. Listen, like, listen. He was trying to get out of there, but he was trying. He was trying a little too late. So check it out, right? So they say Dirk already knew that the indictment was coming, like the arrest was coming. They said that Dirk was in. He thought that he was going to jail the night of his birthday when he did that concert in Chicago, where J Main, DJU, all of them was there. I was checking it out on DJU Insta story, so I seen. You know what I'm saying? Some of the people that was backstage. But they said that Dirk thought that he was going to jail that night. So he had already got I guess the alley from his lawyers, because if you got that kind of money and you got good attorneys, the feds are going to get in contact with your attorneys first, because they're gonna want you to let them know, like, hey, look, don't tell them no run. Hey, look, matter of fact, they might be trying to negotiate for you to turn yourself in so it won't be a spectacle or whatever. But that's neither here nor there. But they saying that Dirk had already knew that he was going to jail. Bro, let me tell you something. Take it for somebody that's had a warrant plural before. Bro, when you got a motherfucking warrant and you know you got a motherfucker go to jail, like you know you got to go to jail. Like when you got a warrant, you know you're going to jail. Like you ain't no way around it. You got to get booked, my nigga. Like you got to do that motherfucking fingerprint and all that shit there. Bro, it seemed like motherfucking everything means something to you. The sun, the birds, the ants, the goddamn bees, everything. And it seemed like every fucking hour go by so fast, bro. And you just every bite of food you eat, everything, you just be like, boy, when I go to jail, I ain't gonna even better have this. Let me enjoy it. I swear to God, it's like you fucking think you finna go somewhere to die or something like you ain't gonna never come back. I swear to God. But anyway, so I know him knowing that he was going to jail for this shit right here. That shit had to be like a surreal moment, like, and that's what I keep trying to explain to people. Like those of us who done been out there, who know this shit, who know how this shit goes, who done seen this shit 1,000 times. Like we know how this story end most likely, and we just watching these young people live that shit out, and we sitting back like, see, I told you. I told you. And when you sit back and look at this whole story, King Von, FBG Duck, the old block Sloppy Five, aka the Sloppy Six when you count Teasy, D Thing, what is their name? FBG Cash, Brick, like all of the niggas that's involved in this shit, like all of these niggas, like what other nigga name? A-Roy, who got killed out there, the last push up, rest in peace. Like all these niggas, like when you see how all this shit play out, They threw their life away. They threw their life away. They threw their life away. I'm still right now. Wait, I'm betting on J Main. I'm watching him. I'm betting on him because I'm just sitting looking at him and I'm thinking to myself, kiss my motherfucking ass. If at the end of the day when the smoke settle, motherfucking FYBJ Main, FYBJ Main be the nigga who motherfucking make it. I was thinking about that. I'm thinking to myself like, kiss my motherfucking ass if when the smoke settle, out of all the niggas that was out there, out of everybody that was doing what they was doing, FYBJ man is the motherfucker that make it, dog. Like, and listen, I hope he make it. More power to him. I actually like that the people from the drill culture had done changed and started monetizing the shit because we wanted to hear the stories and we was entertained by the shit. But when you look at like Duck, King Von, Durk, like I mean, shit, all of these boys that lost their life, Mubu Crump and Melly and Can't Get Right and uh 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 what's my boy name? Who got shot in the head? I can't think of his name right there. Wooski and all of them. Like, damn, like all of y'all gone, bro. Like JoJo and bro, all y'all gone.
He could board that flight. Lil Durk and the other defendants are being held pending their transfer back to LA. I want to bring on now Detective Eric Barnes to break down this case even further. Eric, thank you so
All right, fuck that detective. So what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna drop the link. Y'all can pull up if y'all want to and share y'all opinion on the shit. I don't know if y'all busy or whatever, but you can. I just want to get through the particulars. Now I'm gonna say this one thing that I did see. I didn't see them say nothing about the guy wearing a wire in Law and Crime. Not saying that that's not true because I'm seeing this reported a lot of places. But I'm just trying to figure out because I didn't read the paperwork. But pull up if y'all want to. I'll start the video when y'all want to share
for
y'all
joining me
opinion.
today. Lil Durk is a really popular rapper, but what's your reaction to his arrest and his alleged connection to this murder?
I'm gonna say this though, motherfucking Brick Baby. And we did a video on that too when Brick Baby first said that oh, you can't say he ain't slide for Von no more. Lil Pop, Lil Pop, Lil Pop, Lil Pop. We did a video on that shit. When shout out to Nate said it. We did a video on that shit when that shit first came out. Bro, listen, Brick Baby, you talk too fucking much, dog. Like real shit. We did not know a motherfucking thing about Lil Durk's involvement in Lil Pop's death until Brick Baby went on Poetic Flacco's podcast and said it. And I'm gonna tell you, because if y'all don't remember not, we thought the narrative was, remember they had done through the narrative that Lil Pop had ran off on the plug? Because people were saying if it was for Quando Rondo, how come Quando Rondo didn't get shot? Because Quando Rondo said that they kind of shot around him and shot Lil Pop. That's the story Quando Rondo said. Y'all remember that? Remember the story? We thought that it was something that Lil Pop had did himself. They had done threw that narrative out there, and we had to bid on that shit because we just did not feel like Lil Durk had tentacles all the way in California, right? That's what was what's the name? The first time that we decided to look at, well, after this narrative had been painted, to look at Dirk was when motherfucking Brick Baby said, they say he can't say that no more. They say you can't say he ain't slap on no more. Now, if y'all know Brick Baby track record, y'all know that Brick Baby is a OTF wannabe. He wanna be it with Lil Durk so bad to the point where he damn near OTF. Like he the next best thing to Duty Low. You know what I mean? He the closest to being OTF that you can be without being OTF. He was publicly letting everybody know that he want to be down with Dirt. Right. Okay. If you pay attention to what happened, this is my theory here. This is just my theory. What happened? Hit that like button, hit that like button, hit that like button. This is just my theory here. This is just my theory. I think when Quando Rondo went to California, I think he checked in with his Rolling 60 family, right? We all know Quando Rondo at least was a self-proclaimed Rolling 60 Crip, right? I think Quando Rondo checked in. I think when he checked, I thought when he checked in, I think when he checked in, he felt like he was cool, he was protected. He probably got the green light. Okay, you good. I think somewhere in that checking in, I don't know if he checked in with the niggas that the crew that was more cool with Brick Baby, or did he check in right with Brick Baby? But I'm gonna tell you this, some kind of way, I feel like Brick Baby got the low through the Crips, through the Rolling 60s. And I think Brick Baby, little partners facilitated when them boys from OTF got to Cali. Because did they where did they get the ammunition from? Where did they get the guns from? Now I heard that it was a private jet flight that I think Didi took. So maybe they did bring some guns on the plane. I don't know. That's not in the paperwork. I didn't see that. I'm just throwing that out. I'm just speculating. Maybe they did bring some guns in the paperwork. If they did, that's a whole nother charge. But they don't have that charge, so we ain't gonna put that on them. Let's just assume that they got the guns when they got that. That's more than likely what happened. Who did you know to get them guns from? That's why they're saying that it's gonna be more arrests coming. And I feel like it is, because I feel like one of the shooters, co-conspirator number two, is definitely telling. Now, that means that you had people. That's even how I feel like they knew what Quando Rondo and them was. How the fuck Lil Durk ain't got no motherfucking people like that in Cali to know when Quando Rondo touchdown and this and that. Who always know when these celebrities and all these rap niggas touch down in Cali? The motherfucking gangs. The gangs, whatever gang that they're affiliated with or cool with, that's who know. That's how they knew exactly to get up with Quando Runner. It was very similar in that aspect to the Julio Fulio situation. Once them boys knew that Quando Rondo was in the city, they then relayed that shit back up the pipeline to Dirk and his hit team. They then mobilized and got them boys to motherfucking Cali. When they got to Cali, they linked in with their peoples on the ground. They got strapped up. They said the one boy already had went to the Home Depot down there or wherever it was. Barney went to the Home Depot or whatever down there and bought masks and all this shit. And that's another thing. I don't know how the fuck they be tracking a bitch to buy them ski masks and tape and all of that. But I swear to God, if you go do a crime and and you go pick up ski masks, tapes, and shit like that, they gonna know about it, bro. Like I got to believe that they tracked his phone to that goddamn what's the name, and then looked at the camera and then knew that was him. Because how the fuck they gonna know that Barney going to a motherfucking hardware store in Cali? But they got it. They got him on tape and all of that. So I believe they probably tracked his phone. Everybody once they figured out who was on the flights, I figured they probably tracked their phone to every location they went, and then when they tracked their phone to the location, they just replayed the cameras and see what they bought. And I think that's how they did that. But they got Barney buying all the shit in order to pull the shit off. They was facilitated, in my opinion, by the Rolling 60s. And if you pay attention to that, that's why when Quando Rondo came back, when after Lil Paul died, if y'all don't remember that, y'all remember Quando Rondo didn't drop this flag? Y'all remember Quando Rondo said he not no Rolling 60 no more. I feel like that was him realizing that he had got lined up by his home peoples and he was just dropping his flag, and he ain't no snitch nigga, so he ain't just gonna be like, oh yeah, these fuck niggas line me up. I think that was his way of saying, I'm done with it because y'all lined us up. I feel like that's what happened. What's up, T? My girl gone? Damn, I done talked so long. Tennille gone. What's up, Nate? But yeah, that's what I feel. What's up, Kenny? Hey, Kenny. Hey, y'all say congratulations to my girl Kenny. She got married the other day. She had some beautiful wedding photos. I was admiring them. I was really it was really a beautiful sight to see that, man, because I hope to get married one day. So to see her so happy on her wedding day with her husband, man, that shit was lit, bro. So congratulations to you, Kenny. What's up,
Man, as soon as I start talking to Dan,
Kenny?
nothing much. How you doing?
I'm good. So what's your opinion on it?
Well, I yeah, a lot of things are making sense to me as far as how Dirk been moving lately, because he knew this shit was coming.
Mhm,
Because all of a sudden he ain't BD no more, and he's only Muslim, and he's pushing peace, and all of these things that were never an option before,
mhm,
where suddenly, he didn't basically did a whole, 180 turn on everything that he been doing for the last, God, 14 years of his
Mm-hmm.
damn career, and you don't switch it up because he knew this shit was coming. Um, do I think he got a snitch in his camp? Absolutely. It's always somebody that's snitching, always, because there's no way to connect the dots if you don't. Exactly who it is, not sure yet. Like I said, what I was saying earlier was just what I heard on another blogger's channel. So could be right, could be wrong. I don't know. Until we see some paperwork, we will know for sure. But
Do you think it's a chance that Dirk get out of this?
eh, not really.
Me neither. Me motherfucker.
Not really. Not really. You know, these RICO cases are hard as hell to beat,
Mhm.
because they only need but so much. They just need somebody to say they had a conversation with you doing some shit. And that's basically it. So,
Mhm.
nah, I don't see him beating this shit. Hate that for him, but those are the, the consequences of his actions.
Do you think he really did this?
Yeah, absolutely. Ain't no doubt. Been saying the shit.
Like what percentage? Like what percentage?
That's 99.997. How about that? One of them DNA percentages. Shit. Can't be a
Oh
hundred
shit.
percent sure, but damn sure close to it.
Damn. I ain't gonna lie, I think he guilty too. But I mean, do you think they're gonna be able to prove it?
Now that's another thing. I don't know. I think they can. If they got the snitch, hell yeah, they gonna be able to prove it.
Right.
Like I said, that's the thing about a RICO case. It's so easy to prove them. That's why they made the shit, excuse me, to go like it goes. So it can be an easier case to prove.
Yeah, Nay said, she said, don't let it be multiple bodies because we gotta remember that his fingerprints is all on the FBG duck situation. He just had like Vaughn and D thing died in between there. So it kind of like made a buffer between that. But it's all his fingerprints is also all over the killers who killed the killers of D thing.
Hmm.
I did a video on that too. Those guys was actually saying that Dirk hired them as well. I don't know what happened to that. But they say Dirk is a threatening motherfuckers telling me to say if they tell, they motherfucker gonna be sleeping with fishes.
Hmm. This ain't nothing new shit. But he been telling on himself in these damn songs for years too.
Hmm.
You know, uh, just like what was the name of the song? I How where he used the voice screen, Quando
Hmm.
Rondo screen when Lil Pam got killed. He
Hmm.
basically told him you ain't gotta tell me slide for Von no more. Shit's already done. In the song, what was it? Fuck My Cousin Part Two with Lil Zay Osama.
Yeah.
Um, what did he say? The next day them niggas down, out west was down too, talking about his brother situation. He snitches on himself a lot.
Hey,
And
now
I
you.
think,
I mean, hey, Tanel, you be knowing them motherfucking lyrics too, don't you?
because I just have a good memory. That's all.
I see that. I see you up on it though.
But because I mean, when you hear shit like that, I tend to remember stuff like that because it's like, damn, you really telling, ain't you? Good gracious.
Right.
Mm.
So with this guy that was wired, that means that they had been investigating him. So if he been wearing this wire for 6 years, Duck and Vaughn was alive 6 years ago. What
Mm-hmm.
this guy can have all kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know what all conversations he was privy to.
Yep.
Wow. And
Yeah, you.
I think they say one of the guys, I can't remember exactly which one it was, either Didi or Jam. I think it was Jam. But they say when he got out of jail, Dirk gave him some money, bought him a house, a car, all type of shit.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
That be they payment for the shit that they did before they went to jail. Typically, you did some shit before you went to jail. That's why you in jail because you got him or kept him out of some shit. So that's your payment when you get out.
Do you think they'll give Dirk the death penalty?
I doubt that.
Why
I
you
doubt
feel that?
that.
Why you feel that way?
Um, for one, it's a federal case, so the federal death penalty is just hard to come by.
Mm-hmm.
Way harder to come by than it is the state.
Mm-hmm.
And because of who he is. It would be
Mm.
way too much pushback. It would be easier for them to just bury him in the bottom of a prison cell somewhere,
I
never be
agree.
seen
I agree.
again.
I agree. I agree. I think it was I've been listening to bloggers and shit. They saying they care death penalty, but I think it'll be just way too much pushback for them to just execute Dirk. Like I don't see it. I don't see it.
Mm-mm.
I don't see
No,
it.
it's easier to send him on over to Supermax for him and Larry Hoover to be sellies than it would be to get him a federal death penalty.
Oh, fun fact! I'm since you said that while that I'm thinking about that, he actually was in the same jail with Melly.
Mm,
He was in Broward County Jail. That's where he was first booked at. Now I'm not sure if they done extradited him yet. Maybe they have. I mean, maybe with the U.S. Marshals, probably put him on a plane and
hmm
got him to Cali. But yeah, he was in the same jail with Melly for I guess a day or so.
Yeah, they done probably took him on over to Cali by now.
Hmm. Hmm.
But I hate that this is how it ends for him though.
Really?
I do, because I'm all for them making it out the streets.
Hmm.
But you kept a foot in the streets and a foot in the music industry. You didn't know when to cut ties. See, that's one thing. I might not be a huge Chief Keef fan. Matter of fact, I think his music is trash, honestly.
Hmm.
But he kept his ass out of the bullshit. Once he got out of Chicago, that was it.
Hmm.
He wasn't steady with one foot in, one foot out, steady going back. You never heard about Keith and his involvement in the street shit anymore after he left Chicago. Or I haven't, have you?
No.
Once he got out the streets, he stayed out them bitches. But
Yeah.
Dirk, on the other hand, felt like he was the damn last Don Dada or some shit
Hmm.
and has kept one foot in the trenches and that one foot getting ready to slide his ass because the other foot is on a banana peel. And he got to slide his ass right on into a nice little jail cell for the rest of his life because
So
you couldn't leave that stupid shit alone.
so which one wore the wire again?
Now,
Allegedly.
allegedly, it was who did you say, DD? Because
Edie.
I heard it was what was Jam,
Demo.
whatever they call.
Demo.
I heard it was him on another
Okay, so
blogger's video earlier today.
okay, so
But I don't know because I was like the same way as you was. Like, ain't he been in prison for forever? How the hell is he wearing the wire for all these years and he been locked up?
yeah, because I get them mixed up. Somebody correct me again. Which one of these niggas? I'm finna say something here because depending on which one was wearing the wire. So, because both of them was involved in the crime. So the nigga who was the informant was involved in the crime
Hmm.
of killing Lil Paul, trying to kill the mother.
Hmm.
That's
I do believe so.
crazy. So the nigga
That
that was
ain't crazy shit. You
yeah,
got people slipping
it
all the
ain't
damn time.
real Donnie Brasco. That's crazy. But I'm saying like he was like doing a crime. Like he was with the shits too.
Yep, until he got caught. Then
So
figured
this
out how
nigga,
he can get out the shit.
so this nigga gonna be enough. No, but I'm saying if they say he been wearing the white for 6 years, that means he was already the police before motherfucking Lil Pop was killed. So you
Hmm.
gonna be the police. This a YSL with it. So
Yep.
you gonna be the police and go on,
And the killer at the same time. Yep.
man. And he had to know this jig was gonna be up sooner or later, cause you the police.
Hmm. Hmm.
You sinking everybody. So you got to know that you're gonna be exposed at some point. But you still hanging around them every day, going along with the shits, breaking crimes, trying to kill people. Oh, bro, this shit crazy, the motherfucker. And to be honest with you, I could see how it would be hard to pinpoint this nigga because he with the shits.
Hmm.
He going to shoot at niggas and all type of shit. So if you sit back and you look dirt, you looking at it like, oh man,
It
not this
can't be
dude.
him.
Yeah, it ain't him. This nigga on front line. Bullshit. Bull motherfucking shit. And I'm gonna tell you something too. And I said this before. They said that he had did one of the niggas did 10 years. I think that's Didi. He did or Jammer. One of the motherfuckers did 10 years. I get Didi and Jammer.
Jamo did it all that time.
Okay, he did 12 years. Kept it real. I keep telling these niggas this shit. That don't mean a motherfucking thing because you didn't tell before. I done seen niggas that didn't tell before, and then as soon as they motherfucking get caught this time, they tell. That nigga just did 12 motherfucking years. Them niggas don't be want to go back and do another motherfucking 10 piece
Mm-hmm.
or even another motherfucking 5 piece. I'm telling you,
Mm-hmm.
you cannot say just because a nigga held it down in the previous situation that he'll hold it down in this one because that time accumulates and a nigga get tired of going back in that motherfucker. I'm telling you now.
Yeah. So that's why, I have no doubt that for one, somebody snitching. And for two, if it's gonna be anybody to snitch, it's gonna be somebody who just did all of this time. Because like you
Right,
said, they ain't trying to go back.
right.
Most likely candidate is somebody who just recently got out and got caught up again.
They said a
They're
nigga
not
called a
trying to do all that.
they said a nigga had a gun charge. That nigga did all this for a gun charge?
Well, they hit you hard if you're a habitual felon with a gun charge in Illinois.
Man, that nigga fought the whole motherfucking OTF because he had a gun charge? God damn. And then they say Dirk offered those guys record deals and money. I wonder how much the money was. I gotta know.
Mm-mm.
I gotta know. I gotta know. And I'm gonna say this too while I'm thinking about this, because I thought about this. This goes to the people like Dirk and all these people who probably got a bag and they thinking of hiring somebody to handle some business for them, such as like allegedly what they say Yo Gotti did in the Dolph case. That shit is a fucked up situation to be doing. Okay, so check it out. So say you hire some shooters, right? The shooters get caught. You fucked at that point. Let me tell you why. Because and especially the shooter. That's why I say the shooter is a crash out. Because now you can't even help the shooter if you wanted to help the shooter because the money trail gonna lead back to you. Yo Gotti was the dumbest bitch in captivity. I don't understand how he let Orlando go and walk up in there with a CMG attorney. What? But I'm gonna tell you why he did that. He did that because he wanted to keep tabs on Hernandez Go to see if he was snitching or not. If y'all remember, Hernandez Go switched his
Mm-hmm.
lawyer to that other, and that's when he started. He got going and all of that. But that's when he went to turn state's evidence. So back to Lil Durk and this situation. You got niggas that's getting roped off, and they talking about prosecuting them getting the death penalty. You can't even help them if you wanted to. Like, say you want to get them attorneys, nigga. You helping them is implicating you in the motherfucking crime. So now you got 5 shooters out there that's out there scared, thinking they're finna get a death penalty for some shit that they did. They ain't got no money. You ain't got no way to get them no money. Most of the time, you ain't gave them no $100,000 a piece. These niggas ain't got no money really like that. These niggas probably got $20,000 a piece at the most, fucking with Lil Durk, because he said he gonna give
If
him
that.
right if because he said he gonna give him a motherfucking record contract. So they might have got 10,000. Nigga, you gonna give you a record contract, nigga? Shut up. You know what I'm saying? So now you stuck out there. So now you got these 5 motherfuckers that know about this shit, that committed this shit, and they scared in the cell by themselves, and they seeing you out free in the magazines with these beautiful women and all this designer and all these expensive cars and shit, and they sending this bitch just right. Them niggas gonna tell on you. Them niggas gonna tell on you. You know what I'm saying? And you ain't
Absolutely.
and you ain't even paid them enough money for them to even get them an adequate a defense or nothing like that. So you fuck like that's what I'm saying. So for the people that's hiring these motherfuckers, you pretty much at the mercy of the shooter from that point on. You know what I'm saying? Because even if he don't get caught, he still got something to hold over you forever. It's just a lose-lose. I'm not condoning any of this type of behavior, but I think it's better if you gonna do that type of shit. You better if you Dirk, don't do it at all, or somebody to that statue. But if you're gonna do it, you might well do it yourself because it's just too many ways. The only thing that say to the Dirk earlier is D Thing died or got killed and King Von got killed. And the only thing say Yo got it was goddamn Big Juke was his buffer, but and he died. But Dirk don't got no go between. That's why they saying that these cars, they trying to say that he had to authorize them to even have these cars. You see what I'm saying? He
Yep.
ain't he ain't got a D thing to throw it on or King Von no more.
Yep.
Damn, damn. This is nasty work right here. This nasty work. But
Absolutely.
you see, it goes back to self hate though. Like they hate the other person so bad till they destroy themselves in the process. Same situation that move up had with move up now, and it's just continuing. This shit continuing. I thought the name of the game was "Don't Get Caught."
It used to be, but now you get so much clout off of it. You know, clout is a hell of a drug. Clout is worse than heroin, crack, meth, all of that shit put together
Right,
because of the name that you get when you do get caught.
right.
So until clout came into the picture, yeah, the name of the game was get away with it because you don't want to get caught.
What do you
But
think?
now
Go ahead.
you go down in history because you got the clout off of killing whoever, you know? Like we'll forever know the name of the O Block Six. Forever.
Yeah,
They have carved out their little piece of drill history. Now they it's costing them the rest of their lives in prison, but people 200 years from now gonna be talking about this shit.
I was just thinking the same thing. You took the words right out my mind. This is amazing when you really sit back and think about how long this shit been going on and how this shit continues to play out right in front of us. Like this shit go back to little JoJo and them. And you, if you know, you know, you can track all of these series of events and small beefs and big beefs and deaths all the way up to the present. What's going on now with Lil Durk? That's fucking insane. We've been
Like
watching
you
this
said,
shit.
it's a murder movie playing out in real time.
Hmm.
That is the absolute truth. And it's sad as hell, especially when you got family and friends that you've lost to this damn murder movie playing out in real time. I got genuine blood in the streets from this shit,
I never seen
you
nothing
know.
like this, Tanel, in my life, and I'm from the streets. I never seen nothing like this. Like as far as like those little kids, 12, 11, growing up, killing each other. We watching this shit like on like a real time, and they making it, blowing up in the rap, and they still killing each other, all the way till we get to Lil Durk, who just won a Grammy, the last Grammys, and now this nigga's indicted on murder for hire, up for the death penalty from stemming from a beef that we watched unfold in front of our fucking eyes. This is crazy.
Yep. You know, and as far as the Mama Duck case, the civil case that she has against Dirk, you know, it's a double-edged sword with that. Don't get me wrong, I want her to win the case.
Go
Let's
ahead.
just establish that from the
I heard
get-go.
somebody say this. I already know you're finna go with it. Go ahead. You right too. Go ahead.
It's a double-edged sword with it because let's not forget the
Hmm.
same shit that she wants to sue the record label and everybody else for, her son was doing the same thing.
Hmm.
So after she win her case, she can't be mad if some of the people whose family or the family members of like Lil Boo and D Thing and T Roy and everybody else does this. I mean, shit, their bitches alone. She
Hmm.
would go broke if everybody sued her and won the lawsuit behind that one song, as many people as he did.
Hmm.
So it's setting a precedent for that.
What is she alleging? What is her grounds for this suit? Do you know?
That they profited off of her son's death,
Hmm.
which is the truth. They did.
Hmm.
But like I said, we can't act like Duck didn't profit off of the death of others too.
Hmm.
He might not have caused those deaths, but he definitely profited off of those deaths as well.
Right.
So you're setting a precedent to set you basically setting yourself up for failure if you win the suit. And ain't that fucked up? If
Yeah.
you win, you have set yourself up for failure
Yeah.
because
Because
now you've opened the door for everybody else to come and sue you
yeah, I
if
ain't
you
gonna.
win.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I see your point. I ain't gonna lie though. I take my chances at Rondo. I'm gonna
Oh,
sue
I
them.
would take my
I'm
chances too.
I'm gonna sue the motherfuckers, and if you other bitches sue me, I'm gonna give y'all less than what I won. Goddamn it. You know what
I
I'm saying?
mean, you know, I would take my chances too. Like I said, you know, that's
Yeah.
why it's a double-edged sword because you're setting yourself up for your own possible demise. You know,
Right.
you win the case and you got the money and now you're able to take care of yourself and his kids like he wanted you to, but you know, and that's a big ass but that comes into play. Now you've set the precedent for other lawsuits just like yours to go forward against you. That's the only thing.
Do you think? Do you think that she will win this suit? And do you think that it will make a difference in the music that's being put out, or you think they don't, or you think the record company don't give a damn? They're gonna keep
Ah,
cranking that shit
record
out.
company doesn't give a damn.
Right. They're
They
gonna keep
really
on
don't.
cranking that shit out any goddamn way.
It is what it is. They know what they sign up these artists to do. They basically make more money off of them dead than they do alive anyway. They give them a record contract and a damn what you call it, life insurance policy to sign when they sign these
Right.
record deals. So they know what comes with it. I mean, they don't call it murder music for no reason. They know what comes with this shit. Do I think she could win the lawsuit? Absolutely. Absolutely.
We got P. Diddy and fucking Dirk in federal fucking jail. This is fucking,
Man,
it's crazy.
Cat Williams told our asses in January that 2024 was going to be a bitch, and a lot of people didn't believe it.
He said that shit.
He said a lot of truths will be revealed in 2024.
That nigga like Nostra
I'm
Nigga.
telling you,
I swear he
because
said
did
that
he
shit.
lie?
No, and these is big motherfucking people too, bro.
Yeah.
We got a billionaire and the biggest rapper out of Chicago. Well, yeah, he probably bigger than CP fan. Yeah,
Um, I would say now he is.
yeah.
But Keith is always gonna have the number one spot just simply because he's the one who laid the foundation for this shit.
What do you think
So
Dirk's father's thinking right now? How he
I know
feel?
he's hurt. I know he hurt. I know he hurt. He gotta be hurt. Because he know what his son is getting ready to face. You know what I mean?
Traded places with his daddy, didn't he?
Yeah, he like, I didn't get myself out of this jam just for you to put yourself in one, son. You know, and I could see where he was starting to course correct. Last year before last, whenever he had the first meeting with Lori Lightfoot, the ex-mayor of Chicago, that's when I was like, something up. Because he ain't never had no political like affiliations and all of this shit before. Where is this coming from all of a sudden? You know, um, but he was starting to course correct then because I think he saw this shit coming down the pipeline.
Do you think he used FYBJ man?
No, I don't. I think
Hmm.
he was genuine with that.
Hmm.
I do. Um,
I ain't gonna lie to you. I feel like he was too, for some
because,
strange reason.
yeah, because
I
I
feel like
mean
he was too.
he's got kids. So although, he allowed this stupid shit to end up taking him away from his children ultimately, he still wants the streets to be a safer place for them to be.
I
'Cause
agree.
they might not be living in Chicago in the hood no more, but their families are. You know,
Hmm.
just because we move out the hood don't mean we don't want our families to be safe.
Hmm. And that's another thing. Like these guys are growing up. I'm telling you, like that's what's happening. They're growing up. Their kids becoming teenagers, and they realizing like, man, I don't want my kids to have to go through this shit what I went through. Late as it may be, I think that's what's happening. I think through the eyes of their children and then want to see their children live in a safe world. I think that's the reckoning that's happening with these guys.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? They
Because
caught it. They caught in the middle of still being who they used to be, but actually growing up and wanting better.
yeah, and because I watch Take Home live every time he go live,
Hmm.
and he was basically having that reckoning within himself recently.
Really?
He always said he won't leave Chicago until he could take his whole family. But as he sees shit play out, he's like, I think it was seeing this 7-year-old get shot in the
Hmm.
back recently that really kind of like opened his eyes to no matter what I try to do and try to keep my baby safe, he's still at risk here in this city, period.
Hmm.
You know, because yeah, Tate been shot before, but he got shot in Atlanta. He wasn't even in Chicago when he got shot. So
I
his
remember he told that story.
viewpoint is always, you can get killed anywhere, but you never get the same type of love like you do at home in your
Right,
home city, which is the truth.
right,
But at the same time, your city don't love these kids no more. Which one is more important?
right.
So I think he's really having a reckoning within himself where he's finally gonna make the decision and get his ass up out of there.
Oh,
'Cause,
okay.
his fan base been telling him for the longest, like, leave, just leave. There's nothing in Chicago that is that damn important for you to stay.
How do you think the OTF guys that's in jail feel? Because we know that Muwap them had a little, they was a little disgruntled with Dirk when he was so-called pushing peace. Now to see him in this situation, how do you think they feel about that?
I don't know. It depends on which ones it is, you know.
Right,
The ones that was disgruntled about him pushing peace anyway is probably like his song said, I have.
right. That's
You
what I
know,
was
he did
thinking.
all that shit and still ended up right up in here with me, nigga.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Mm-hmm.
you know, um, but then, you know, you have the other ones who see the bigger picture and it ain't about us no more. It's about the next generation who are disappointed.
Who do you think any of them OTF members from the Sloppy Six telling on Dirk?
Um, I don't know. I I think so, though.
Me
I
too.
mean, I
Me
think
too.
so. I can't pinpoint who it would be, but if they have an opportunity, absolutely they're gonna say something.
What made me feel like they was telling is because they only had one. Uh, it was only one sentence that they could get.
Hmm.
Mama Duck took off the death penalty. It was two. She took off the death penalty, so they could only get mandatory life. When they got convicted, I didn't understand what's the wait until January 25th in order January 2025 in order to sentence them. You know what I mean? Like it seemed like their
Hmm.
sentencing should have been way sooner because we it ain't no don't ain't no mystery. They can only get life. They got found guilty, so they can only get life in prison. So why is you waiting to sentence them that long? I feel like they
Yeah.
working in between that sentencing. So they telling and they involved in these other investigations so that when they get sentenced, they can sentence them according to their cooperation. That's what I feel.
Hmm.
That's only I'm only speculating though.
Yeah, I had said that though too, because they pushed back sentencing a couple times.
Hmm.
Because they got convicted this year, right?
You're right. 2024.
In January. Yeah.
Hmm.
So, you know, that shit should have been said and done. They should be at their permanent federal home by now.
Hmm.
Or at least they first stop on the long line of federal prisons that they would be going to. They should be there by now. It
Hmm.
shouldn't be we still waiting another what 4 months before they come up with their damn conviction
Right.
or come up with their sentences. That's
Right.
ridiculous. I ain't never seen a sentencing where you only have one option for your fucking sentence. Take this
Right.
long.
Right. It's just I could be wrong. I'm just it's only a hunch. I'm just guessing, but I'm just wondering. I just feel like that's probably the most only thing that I could come up with is the why they haven't sentenced them yet is that
Hmm.
they're cooperating in between this time, and they're giving them this time to cooperate. Maybe they know some other shit. Maybe they know some murder
Hmm.
or something. They're giving this opportunity I feel like they're giving this opportunity to tell on dirt. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm. Hmm.
I feel like some of them guys that's involved in that situation will tell on dirt.
Hmm.
They finna get
I don't put snitching past nobody.
right,
This generation, they tell everything.
and
It ain't no.
it's accepted.
Yeah, I was just about to say it's no such thing as snitches get stitches no more.
Right,
You know, snitches get life sentences. That's what they get now, and that's about it.
right,
And you know, a warm welcome back to the hood when they do come home.
right.
You know, um, it used to be, you know, back in the day, you was literally worried for your life if you decided to snitch. Not no more. You know, uh, snitching and you know getting caught. That's all they good for nowadays. And don't get me wrong, I know technology has a lot to do with reasons why they get caught way more than we did back in the day. You know, you can't walk out your front door without your neighbor's front door recording your ass,
I
let alone
promise
your own.
I promise you.
You know, it's cameras everywhere, but they don't even try. Like they don't try. So they want to get caught, like I said, for the notoriety that goes along with it. For the clout that goes along with it. Excuse me, I know my nose sound. I know I sound awful, but my nose is still messed up.
Mm-hmm.
So you know, it's it's sad. But yeah, I thought that they were, you know, cooperating, and that's why it was taking so long for them to be sentenced as well. You ain't the only one.
What you think Dirk doing in his cell?
Besides shit his pants.
You think he's scared enough?
Oh, them, you think his eyes wide naturally anyway. You think the motherfuckers is big.
Mm-hmm.
They 3 times the normal size that they typically are right now as we speak.
Yeah, I ain't
What
gonna lie.
time is it?
I ain't gonna lie
It's
to you. That
eight
kind of
o'clock in California. He's
right.
fucked.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you. That kind of pressure right there. That's a different kind of pressure. I ain't never like knock on wood been in no situation where I was going to jail and I probably never ever gonna get out again. Like hell no, that's a different level of motherfucking worration and stress and pressure, man. I think it's a
I
real
can't
I think it's
imagine.
I think it's a real chance that Dirk may never see the streets again.
Yeah.
I'm not an expert or nothing like that, but I'm just saying let's like from just a layman on the outside looking in. Now I know they still got to prove it, and I know everything is alleged, from what we know that they got, and then if you pretty much can automatically go ahead on and say that they do have, we know they got snitches. So when it come to that right there, and he already arrested, like that's the thing, he already arrested with no bond, and they got you booking 3 flights out of the country looking like you finna flee. So you're not gonna get,
Hmm.
and they got you allegedly threatening witnesses. Like, so you're not gonna even get a bond because you're gonna be a flight risk and you're gonna be a threat to the case. And another thing,
Hmm.
I want to know where some of this goddamn information coming from, because some of this information seems like we shouldn't even know this shit right now. Like, you know what I mean? Like, how do we know
Yeah, because
all of
it's
this
coming
shit?
out way too fast.
Yeah, like they say Dirk been threatening people and all that. So they tie y'all. How we know that? Like who told that? Where they get that from?
And when did he threaten somebody? Like,
Right,
how long has he known about this case where
right,
he had time to threaten somebody? You
right.
know?
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, and
Like,
you said that he thought he was gonna get arrested in Chicago at his party. When was his party?
right.
Whose party? When was it?
Right. It's not that long ago. What, about a week ago?
Yeah, I think it was last week. Was it
Yeah,
last
yeah.
weekend?
Cause
Okay, so
I
he's
seen on
had
BD.
like a week at most, or at least that we
Mm-hmm.
know about that he knew that he was going to possibly knew put it that way, allegedly knew that he was going to be arrested.
Mm-hmm.
So in a week, he already doing all this shit. As far as intimidating witnesses and all of this shit, that quick. Like,
Right,
how would he even know who the damn witnesses are?
right.
That fast,
That's what I'm saying. And who said who's saying that he's saying all of this? Like, you know what I mean? Like doing the threats and all that. Like this is make me feel like they still got a snitch in the clique or something, or this shit
Hmm.
made up, or it's made up.
Some of this shit I know the information is just wrong. Some of it I know.
Right,
Because people be just trying to be the first one to get the story out versus being the more accurate one to get the story out.
right,
Um, and they just want to be the first one in the algorithm to come up when you search Lil Durk arrested.
right, right,
Um, they just want to have a jump on the story. So some shit is just not going to be accurate. We know that. But it's a lot of information out for him to have just gotten arrested. When did he get? He just got arrested yesterday, ain't it?
yeah, yeah, yeah. He just got arrested yesterday. Like them boys got arrested. Dirk got arrested. What? A couple hours after them? Like the next day, a couple hours, something like that.
Hmm.
It wasn't long. It wasn't motherfucking long.
So, shit. And they already trying to get all of this information out that quick. Something ain't right.
That's what I'm saying. Like I'll just be looking back. I'm trying to soak it all in and see, cause some shit ain't incredible. Like my son, when I got in the car with him today, he talk about, oh daddy, they say Dirk got released. I said, where you seen that from? I don't know. I just got on the internet and I seen it. So that's what I be saying. Like we be having bloggers that just be saying anything and don't be having to. I say
Mm-hmm.
no, son, he's still in custody. And then I showed him that he was still in custody or whatever. But they be spitting, like it be people that just get on and just try to, and the first thing they see and they just take it for that's what it really is, but that's not the truth.
Mm-hmm. Like I said, they just be trying to be the first one in the algorithm to say some shit.
Right.
Um, but
Hello? You broke up. T, I can't hear you, homie. Oh,
do
there
you
you
hear
go.
me?
I hear you
Okay.
now.
Um, it's I'm always sad when somebody could have made it out the hood and fumbled the bag, you know.
That nigga made it out though, didn't though.
But I mean, like I said, he still had one foot in the street, obviously,
Facts.
you know. And a question was posed earlier that I want to ask you and get your opinion on this.
Okay.
Somebody asked, actually, they asked Tay earlier, do you think that Vaughn was the worst thing that happened to OTF? Because if you look
Yeah.
at it,
Yeah.
after Vaughn got a part of OTF, that's when
Yeah.
everything started going downhill for them boys.
Yeah. Because
Like really going downhill.
because if Vaughn wouldn't have been involved in OTF, I don't see him getting involved in all these beats like that. Like I'm gonna be honest with you, I know that Dirk is from one side and he uh his ops is Duck now, but I don't recall Dirk going as hard on Duck until after he got with Vaughn. You know what I mean? Like I don't
I
remember Dirk.
never heard
I don't
Dirk
remember
say, I
dissing Duck
never
like
heard
that.
him say Duck name until after Duck died, honestly.
That's what I'm saying.
Now, he might have implied that he was talking about Duck, but he never directly said his name until he died. That's what I remember.
I remember Dirk dissing sets, like gang, like whole cliques of
Right,
niggas. You
right.
know what I'm saying?
He
Like I
was
don't
never
remember.
like dissing individuals like that.
Yeah, like
He
you know
did
what I
on
mean?
occasion, but that
On
wasn't his
occasion, right,
style. That
right,
wasn't his style. You know, he
right,
dissed the whole, he dissed the whole brick squad, but he ain't gonna diss like specific members out of them. You know, that just wasn't him. So
right.
yeah, I think Vaughn allowed Dirk to like turn up in a way that he never did before because he knew he had literally a real killer on his side, and it kind of made him feel invincible. And I think he started doing all of this shit, not necessarily to impress Vaughn, but because you got a real killer on your side. You know,
He definitely started mimicking Vaughn's behavior, like his
okay,
attitude
good
to like,
dog.
right now. Don't be make me call them people over there.
No, he has arthritis. He moved the wrong way. His hip hurt.
Oh, get the fuck out of here. So 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 the dog, so that
The dog
motherfucker,
has arthritis.
so, so that motherfucker moved the wrong way. He
Yeah, he's old, Maria.
forgive me. I, forgive me. I'm just saying that's some bullshit. If I was him, I'd be mad as hell. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, Lil Cal? What's up? Salute, Lil Cal. Salute, salute.
Yeah, you
Um,
wrong as hell for laughing at my dog.
man, I thought you had that side on the dog. I swear I did.
No,
Say to the other, sit on the dog.
no.
Oh man, that's funny as hell. No,
He trying to get up on the bed and he just hurt his hip. He's old. He's 13. Shit,
also
he's old.
he was trying to jump on the bed and couldn't get up there,
Mm-hmm.
and then say, "Arr!" when it,
Mm-hmm. When he landed back down. Because he hit his hip the wrong way, obviously.
his ass gonna shatter. He fuck around, pull that shit again.
But no, this dog was adventurous as a puppy. My mama was going down the street at about 40 miles an hour. This motherfucker jumps out the window.
Oh no, when he got a bad hip.
Exactly. Exactly. So
Goddamn.
every now and then when the weather started changing, his hip fucks with it.
Right, right. He could tell when it's gonna rain.
Hmm.
What up for this about this shit? Yeah, King Von is goddamn the worst thing that happened to them because and also because I heard people saying this too. Goddamn, King, no matter live to die, you ain't have too much motherfucking more time free. Because if it wasn't the Duck case, if it was, King Von would. Well, hold on. Well, this came from King Von Del, so I got to rephrase that. But it just seemed like the whole crew was gonna go down eventually. When he swung that punch, I seen somebody say this. When he swung that punch, he fucked up. He fucked up the lives of so many people.
Hmm.
Of so many people. So many people, so many families. Slutty, Louis, uh, what that motherfucker name? I'm gonna throw Zia Moon in there because he killed himself.
Mhm.
Um,
All the old Block 5.
all them niggas. Shit. And how many of them is on this one? It's five. It's five on. Man, about 20 people done
And those
wasted
are
their
just the
life.
gang members' lives
Right,
who, we ain't talking about his kids, his
right,
mama, his
right,
sisters and brothers,
right.
you know, the baby mamas that are left behind to raise these kids that don't
Mm-hmm,
have their dad anymore.
mm-hmm,
They what's her name? Kima, which is
mm-hmm.
little Davon
Mama.
mama.
Yeah.
She did an interview recently, and I mean, she like had me in tears
For real.
talking about raising her child without his father. Yeah, because he's old enough to ask questions now.
Right.
Because he was a baby when he got killed.
Yeah.
You know, and he don't remember his dad,
Oh
not for
wow.
himself.
Right.
He sees pictures and he hears songs and the ones she allowed him to listen to. Um, but he don't know his dad, so he
Right.
just knows what people tell him about his dad. And then
Damn.
can you imagine what it's gonna be like when he's able to look him up on the internet and the shit that he's gonna pull up?
Yeah. Lord forbid he fuck around and put that autopsy photo.
Right.
Damn.
You know, not just that, hell, he even fucking around and pull up Trap Lil Ross documentary.
Right. I ain't gonna lie, I
You
seen
know.
that. I seen Vaughn autopsy photo one time, and I never want to see that shit again. I got upset when I saw that shit. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I understand. Don't get twisted. I get it. That's part of the karma. Like you know what I mean? But I ain't gonna lie to you, dog. For me as a fan, I just didn't like seeing it. Like you know what I mean? Like a human. Like you know what I'm saying? Like to see him in that state. Vaughn was fucked up. Hello, T T.
Can you hear me?
Hey, you know,
Okay. I don't know what the hell's wrong with my phone. But yeah, I didn't want to see that autopsy picture either.
it's the dog
You
hip.
know,
The dog metal hip. Hip is getting
he ain't got no metal hip
interference.
asshole.
Interference.
You gonna leave my dog alone?
I'm gonna go and get out of here, T. I'm getting a little sleepy. I work today, but I'm gonna go live again tomorrow for y'all. And I probably put my face on the camera so we can get some trolls in here.
No, Lord, you're gonna keep me busy.
I knew this was gonna be low because I ain't went live in a while. Plus, I ain't put my face on it.
Yeah, well, I'm glad you didn't. That way we could,
Go on
have,
StreamYard. That's
yeah.
right, right.
Because
That's
don't
what.
get me wrong, I like it when show your face on the street and whatnot, but you
But
can't,
we would like to give y'all your
have no
opinion.
interaction. Yeah.
Right, right, right. But all right, you want to
Okay.
say your goodbyes?
Well, just, have a good night to everyone. See y'all again next time. And I talked to April. She's doing so much better. She told me to
Okay.
tell you thank you for praying for her and
All right.
everything.
Hey, salute our homegirl Adrian, Invisible Woman, man. I'm glad she feeling better.
Yeah. So that's
I
about
wonder.
it.
I wonder how them babies of hers doing though. You remember them, the boy and the girl?
Oh, they good.
Yeah.
They good.
Remember the one girl? I think she wanted to go on a date, didn't she? Didn't she ask if she wanted to go?
Well, her nephew had wanted to go on a
Her
date.
nephew wanted to go on a date,
Her
right?
son, I'm sorry, her
Her
son
son
wanted to go on a date.
and the girl
So
and the little girl.
she wanted her boyfriend to come over to the house.
Yeah, because the little boy had to go on the date. Got to go on the date. Yeah,
Hmm.
I remember that. I wanted to know how they were doing.
They doing good.
Oh, okay,
They're doing
okay.
well. Yeah, she started her senior year, if I'm not
That's what I
mistaken, in
was.
high
That's what I
school.
was thinking. I'm like, man, I'm thinking them children done grew up some. That's what made me think about it too.
Yeah. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, she's a senior this year. I know he's a sophomore, so yeah, she's a senior. But they're doing well.
Okay then. Well, all right then, T.
Yeah,
I appreciate you for hanging in here with me.
of course,
Um,
of course.
as always, it's a pleasure.
Yep, yep, yep.
Go live
All
tomorrow
right.
just so we can be able to get some of these other topics and stuff out of it too. Some of the stuff that I had took notes on that I wanted to talk about, but it's kind of I felt like with this stuff right here, we kind of got to make this its own live with stuff like
Yeah,
that.
because we definitely got to talk about all of the Diddy accusations.
Right. I got them all.
Because you,
I got notes and stuff wrote down. And if you want to, you could just write down what your thoughts, and then when you come on, you could just articulate them and relay them, and we can talk about whatever your opinions is on all these
yeah,
things.
because it's a whole bunch of shit about him.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
But all right, you
All
have a
right.
good night.
You too. I appreciate you.
Ah, no problem.
All right. Salute. Shout out to my guy, Lil Kel, Truth Movement. Appreciate you um for pulling up, gang. I'm gonna go live again tomorrow, y'all. I'm kind of settled in. So I'm kind of tired. I ain't gonna lie, I work today, so um. But I had to cover this topic, and we're gonna go live tomorrow. Of course, it's Saturday, so I ain't gotta work. So you know me, I might pull a 5 or 6 hour live tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Once I set everything up, get me some trees, get me a little good liquor, and just get on here and go to talking crazy and making y'all laugh and stuff like I normally do. Shout out to King Morado, I appreciate you, gang. Shout out to Naysaid, I appreciate you. Shout out to Kenny, congratulations on your beautiful, beautiful marriage, your beautiful, beautiful wedding. Salute, salute. I'm jealous because I ain't gonna lie, I want to get married one day, man. Like I ain't gonna lie, Kenny and her husband, like they wedding photos, bro. That shit made me like, damn, I want to find somebody to walk down the aisle with me, my nigga. So salute to Kenny, man. Congratulations. Shout out to Randy. Shout out to Denise. Shout out to the Chicks 1000, aka the Chick 1K. Shout out to Flybo Microphone. Shout out to Nephew for real. Shout out to Deputy Eula. Shout out to Audio Crack 22. Shout out to Silk Foster Jr. Shout out to Dre 6100. Shout out to It's Aaron's Way. Shout out to SLK, Some Black Cloud TV. Yo, Inglewood. Shout out to Denise. Shout out to Tamara Jackson, aka Peanut. Um, Shout out to my girl Tania, of course. Um, Shout out to who else? Who else? Slime Life Max. Shout out to Kenny Presto. Shout out to Anonymous One. Shout out to my girl Edie. Shout out to who else? Who else? Who else? I'm trying to see what say. Oh, shout out to Richard Supreme. Appreciate you, gang. If anybody else forgot, I'm sorry, bro. Y'all know your boy Russ has been a minute. We're gonna be going live regularly from now on. Shout out to Lil Crystal. There go my girl Lil Crystal. She said I'll be back on live tomorrow. It's good, Lil Crystal. You can be in the replay game. And one thing about Lil Crystal's follow me on all my social media. So we can always have some type of interaction. She can always stay up on, make sure I'm checking in. I'm gonna make sure I'm doing good, and I can also make sure I can see her what she posts, so I can know that she's doing good and living good and looking good. So I appreciate y'all. Like, share, comment to this video. Chill.